learn the English too well, then you can hang on to them for a little longer.
I think that's part of why it's sad.
Right?
Yeah, I bet you there is an element of, like, don't develop too quickly over here. You know what I mean? Because then they know they're going to be out the door.
If you were one of those guys, wouldn't you say, look, why learn English? I think I want to learn your language.
Right.
And you take the language lessons.
Well,
and learn Russian or something.
Yeah, and then just two of you lost and broke in the States. She needs that English. That's their dream.
She is a pretty girl, man. How old do you think she is? Was she like 28?
I would go 28-ish, right?
Sam, do you think?
I think so.
That is.
He's probably like, what, 33, 34?
He's a dork.
I think Russ is underestimated. I got to be honest, because he pulled her before the show. I tell you what, Russ is probably in better shape than you think, and is probably more of a cocksman than you think.
He probably has a big one.
Yeah, you don't want to walk into it like overly confident, like, oh, fuck your ex.
Right.
And you realize he was like a fucking, he's an Oklahoma cowboy who fucked her too hard.
Right. This guy has something on the visa thing. George in London. What's up, George?
Hey, I'm actually George from Jersey. I'm in London because I'm looking into getting a visa over here. 20 years ago, I did it backwards, and I had a fiancée from Canada come to me in the U.S. So I've been trying to call up every time you talk about 90-day fiancé.
Wait. So was it a mail-order bride?
No, this whole thing is such a clusterfuck. One of these days, I'll call Jim's advice show. It'll take up like half an hour.
How about...
I look forward to it eagerly.
How about we do it now? What do you think we're doing here? We're trying to find shit to talk about. So,
shit, yeah, I got...
What happened 20 years ago? Hold on, I'm pretty good at this. 20 years ago, you met a girl in Canada?
I met a girl on the internet who was in Canada.
What part of Canada?
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls, right over the border. The girls right over the border are really desperate because they could smell it. They could smell it. I lived in Buffalo. It's not just a joke. These women wanted to be in America badly, and they could see Buffalo from the shoreline. It's that close.
She'd go shopping in the U.S. just because they had better food.
Right.
That's their idea of going out shopping is hit the United States.
When I lived in Buffalo, the girls from Canada really were a lot of fun. Loved to party and just
the Canada chicks.
Yeah, because they were right over the border. Well, they had to go back at night.
Canada is just like a gigantic New Jersey. Everybody thinks like that it's this progressive, and I love Canada. I'm not shitting on it, but it's just like a big Jersey. It's like they like to do Jaeger bombs and get fucked up in their strip clubs, and
I don't think the people close to the border of America have the same pride for Canada as the ones that are a few hours in. You know what I mean?
That's where you got to go. Forget Montreal. You got to get into the depths of Canada. Get over to Edmonton.
Right.
You know what I mean? Toronto. Like, get your hands dirty.
Toronto's not even that far.
It's not, but it's night and day from Montreal.
And Montreal's cool. We're going there in a couple of days.
It is. I'm not shitting on it, but Montreal is like a little more. Even Montreal, though, there's a strip club and a toothless hooker every 3 feet in that city. It's a party town.
And a lot of pot in the air.
Yeah.
A lot of pot in the air in Montreal.
Yeah,
you can't walk out of your hotel without smelling it. It's pretty amazing.
I don't love Montreal. It's okay.
I kind of like it.
I prefer Toronto, actually.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I haven't spent that much time there, but I prefer Toronto a bit.
We should go to Toronto for something.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I haven't been to...
I've only been in both a little bit, and I liked Toronto better. If you're driving to Montreal, look out. Instead of a no left turn, they'll have a sign saying straight and right is okay. So you see that, and you go, oh, okay, and you end up driving the wrong way up a one-way street.
Oh, God love you. Be careful.
That was amazing. Thank you for that. So, 20 years ago, there's this girl, you meet her on the internet?
Yeah.
Under suspicious conditions, or was it just a very natural thing, or were you looking for something like this?
No, I was just messing around back on it was like those text chat channels, and she was a college student, and so when she spent time taking breaks from her thesis, she'd be online chatting, so I bumped into her, and ended up talking one-on-one after a while, and eventually went up there, visited a few times, and I was thinking about going up there, but the Canadian immigration said, well, if you got a job and she's just out of college, I don't know what the job situation's like in Jersey, but don't give up your job and try coming here.
She wanted to come to America, right?
Well, she really missed her family. She liked the U.S. Like you said, it's so close to the border, it doesn't matter. In fact, she got her U.S. citizenship, and when we split up, she went back to Canada just to be closer to her family.
Why did you guys split up? How long did you last?
18, 16 years. This is where the Jim Norton special comes into play.
All right, let's go. Let's get into this. So you were with her for 16 years. Then what happened?
Right.
Did you have kids?
No.
Okay.
That was an Anthony no. Things just got a little after a while, and we were texting online again with people, kind of like Second Life, that sort of stuff where it's avatars and shit. And she met someone, and then she was kind of with him, and it was still cool. And then
you were okay with it?
Hold on, you were playing Second Life, or was she?
I was. It was actually PlayStation Home, off the PS3. You got that thing where you can walk around and meet people.
Have you seen Second Life?
No.
People are ruining their lives over this game.
What is it?
It's the one where you could be anybody, and then you're like this. You have a whole like different life online.
There's whole fetish sections for you pick a fetish.
Can this guy go into the game and be a guy with a good story?
But Second Life is fascinating. You go on, and then people aren't even really living their own lives anymore, Joe.
What do they do? But what do you do?
You can be a hot chick if you want.
I like this.
You could be a guy with a big dick.
Fuck yeah!
You could have some kind of like a rock star persona. But people are meaning this way.
I should.
So what was your character in Second Life?
I just kind of made a version of myself, and just going around places and bumped into someone.
Is it real faces, or are you using fake faces and stuff?
Fake faces. You pick your nose and your eyes and your face and whatever. And like in my case,
why would you pick your nose?
I know, that's funny.
Funny.
That's funny that he said that.
Right.
I don't understand the appeal of this. You'd be playing cartoons with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. And why would you be yourself in this game? Why wouldn't you be a hyped up version of yourself?
Boy.
Yeah. I don't know. In my case, I just was trying to make a character quick just so I can get on and...
All right, so you go on Second Life sort of like yourself, and then you're wandering around, and then you met somebody?
Yeah.
And who is this person?
And she's from England.
Do tell.
All right.
Okay.
And
was she hot online? Was she a hot broad in Second Life?
Not overly trying to make herself hot, just kind of like the default semi-hot.
Right.
Yeah, everybody, you log in, you look 20-something, and you're...
Right, okay.
Semi-hot.
So you just meet this girl playing Second Life, and then how does it evolve into an actual thing?
We had joked about meeting each other's online partners in real life, and my wife one day said, "Hey, how about, do you mind if I go and see the guy?" And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, fuck no, because now I get to see her."
Wait, so you both were falling in love with the people you don't even know what they looked like in a game?
It was meant to be just like an open relationship thing. And
sure.
Where did her fake person live?
Detroit.
Oh boy!
So she went to Detroit?
Yes.
Way to shoot for the stars.
Exactly.
London, and she had to go to Detroit.
Wait, so she goes to Detroit, you go to London to meet your broad. All right, so then what happened? We might
met him a few times. Maybe. I met her more than that. She kind of liked him but didn't want a relationship. I kind of did. And just over the past basically a year of us trying to decide what to do, we ended up going our separate ways.
And was your girl hotter in person than what you thought online?
No.
She was a pig?
No.
What number would you give her?
Well, she's probably going to be listening to this on a replay, so if you're asking me questions, I have to lie and say the good questions so I don't get in trouble.
Well, obviously, just by saying that, you're letting her know that she's a fucking oinker.
This guy isn't that bright.
Had she sent a picture before or no?
What was that?
You guys sent each other photos, right?
Oh, we had done video chat.
Oh, okay.
Did you jacket for her?
Maybe.
All right. So, all right, let's bring this story together. We're losing Joe DeRosa.
I was more interested in reading that Joaquin Phoenix might be dating Kathleen Keener.
Ooh.
Or Catherine Keener, however you say her name.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. That's good. That's good.
George, bring it together. Let's go.
Yeah.
So you're in London now because you're trying to bring her back to the States?
I wasn't not sure. I'm visiting like for 3 months at a time to see whether I would, and just telecommuting to my job in the U.S. And I kept my Sirius XM subscription so I could listen online.
What kind of job do you have that you could just go to London for 3 months?
Computer programming.
Oh, so you could do it from there?
We're in Wichita anyway.
Okay.
Well, how's it going with the girl? You going to marry her?
I don't know. Things are still flipping back and forth with, it's all really confusing and clusterfucky and,
You don't say.
Are you guys still, do you still play Second Life?
No.
Oh, okay. And what was your question for Jimmy? Because you said this would be good for the advice show.
Oh, well, I think I've come up with the answer since I tried thinking about it, but the questions was, I'm 46, my ex is 48, my girlfriend is 25.
Okay.
You've answered your own question.
That's why I didn't really bother calling.
Yeah, you know the answer to that before you ask it.
The question was going to be that I still had really strong feelings for my wife, and I wasn't really sure what to do, whether I should leave her to be with this other person who's kind of more fun, or to stay.
She's 23 years younger and fun. What could possibly be your other thing to stay with the wife?
Keep banging her until you have to drag her out of a party like Sidney Pollack in Husbands and Wives.
I don't remember that.
Sidney Pollack leaves his wife for a 21-year-old, and the climax of the movie is to drag her out of a party. She's drunk.
Oh.
It's one of the hardest scenes you've ever seen in a movie. He's screaming at her, and he's going, "What the fuck was I thinking?"
Really?
Yeah, just a guy that ruined his whole life.
What was she doing at the party?
He's just a party girl.
She gets drunk. He takes her to like this pseudo-intellectual New York party.
Yeah.
And she gets drunk, and she's like, nah. She just embarrasses him. And he literally has to drag her out.
And he realizes this is the real her.
Yeah, he realizes he
Like,
fucked his whole life up, the mother of his children. He just left her.
for this mess.
That's I would say like if you love both of these girls, I'd stick with the safe bet.
But it sounds like the
one that's going to stick with you.
Sounds like the one already moved back to Canada, or she would come back.
Yeah.
She'd move across to like Niagara Falls, New York, that sort of area, so that we can still
enough
be
with
close
her.
enough to her parents if there's an issue.
Oh.
Not Niagara Falls, but one of the nicer towns where
I think you just want your cake and eat it too. I think you're.
But what's the problem with the new one?
There's no problem with
because it seemed like everything was great. You know, this girl online. I meet her. What's the problem? I don't care if she's listening. Break her unit so she can't listen to the replay today. What's the issue with her that is making you second guess the whole thing? There has to be something.
Part of it is when I said she was more fun, I realized it was different types of fun.
Like what kind of fun?
Since I think the big problem was most of the time we weren't physically with each other. We were just online with Skype for an hour a day. So you can't really do much. You just talk and crack jokes and stuff, watch videos.
What kind of jokes would you crack?
That didn't go past Jimmy.
I'm just curious as to what jokes you crack.
Give us an example of one of your jokes, please.
I can't. All I could think of is videos. Like one of them was we would watch epic rap battles.
Oh, you would?
That was my original call. Was I was going to recommend you watch Hitler versus Vader.
All right,
and that might change your mind later.
All right, no, I thought it was good. Whatever. Yeah. So what? She's not as fun. She's not as fun when she's not, Skyping with you.
Yeah, where my ex, let's put it this way, one of her first dates was going across the river and just bar hopping in Niagara Falls, New York, back when the Canadian dollar was on par, and just got so trashed, just had to walk back to the United States.
Wait, you can only bar hop when the dollars are equal? What's wrong with you?
When they were doing it.
Maybe that's your problem, you fucking cheapskate.
Right, okay.
That's an awful story, too, though. It's not like you're telling a great story. Well, we crossed the border and bar hopped until we both shat our pants. It's terrible.
Because the dollars were equal. Wouldn't you just bar hop because bar hopping's fun?
That's not the whole story, Jim. They crack jokes, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Made sure to laugh all night in the bars.
Had a few zingers, did you? Huh?
Well, I realized I stopped talking because I didn't want Jimmy to go, okay, it's your show. Go ahead, talk.
No, I do want to hear you.
Here's what I think the problem is with you and the ex-wife or the older woman, whatever she was. I think you said I'm walking away, and she was like, yeah, take care of yourself, and went back to Canada.
Right.
And you don't like it. That's tugging at you now. Like, wait, did I fuck up? What did I do?
You wanted her to be really distraught about the whole thing.
When somebody.
But then again, you didn't give her much. I mean, bar hopping was the highlight story of your relationship with her.
But it's like when you quit your job and they go, take it easy. And you're like, wait, what did I do? Did I stink at my job? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that's why you're having second thought. Fall on your face with the 24-year-old, and then meet another chick, man. What do you think? It's the end of the line? This is the be-all. Stop looking at this as the be-all, end-all.
Yeah, there'll be a new video game sooner or later anyway. You can meet somebody on some new thing in a few years.
Sure.
Exactly. Fucking Batman's coming out in the fall.
So what is his choices? A girl he liked bar hopping with because the dollars were the same.
A girl who got drunk in 1994 in Niagara Falls, or this young one who's really fun for an hour a day on a screen, but just sucks a dick in person.
Thanks, Jim. I knew you could just lay it out flat.
So do I want the drunk or the 23 hours a dud?
But he might have to wait for the dollars to be equal again so he could go bar hop again.
Right.
I'm obsessed with that point of the story. Who cares the dollars are the same?
Especially he's going to England, which is you're just hemorrhaging money in England.
Right.
They're nowhere near equal.
Right. Where are you staying in London?
The bars in New York were all open because it was at par and they were making a lot of money. When the Canadian dollar got weak, all those bars closed.
Oh.
Thus, then, no more bar hopping.
Oh, I appreciate the call.
We tried,
We
though.
wish you a lot of luck, my friend.
There were some moments in there.
Absolutely.
Is that it?
Yeah, because I'm nervous because
You did fine. Relax, George. Jesus.
yeah, I know. Well, because it's always that it's you guys. I'm relaxing a little bit, but you guys get it for 4 hours a day. Me, this is the longest I've ever been on.
Go visit Abbey Road or something. You'll be all right. Relax. Go enjoy the sights over there.
Yeah.
We I didn't get a chance to get to that, but luckily he told me about the webcam, and I watched. I look at the idiots crossing streets in fours. I was like, okay, that's close enough, and I don't have to go all the way over there again.
Well, you enjoy things better.
What is that noise?
Yeah, what is that?
It's a bad story alarm.
Parakeet.
Yeah.
You have a parakeet?
Does your carrier know?
God.
Your cell carrier knows when someone's bombing?
This parakeet's annoyed.
Wait, do you have a parakeet or is that in London?
It's in London.
So she has a parakeet?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's boring with a parakeet.
She picked the most boring pet possible.
And crazy. Only a lunatic.
All right, what's
has
the
a
name of the parakeet?
Was it Sun Conure? Sun Conure, if you look it up.
Wait, is she there?
Right now.
She's next to you right now and you're talking like this in front of her?
Just now.
Just now.
Let's put her on the phone.
You got a set of balls, man. Yeah, get her on the phone.
Get her on the phone. We'll set her straight.
We'll help you
I
out.
listened to the show long enough. Opie the Destroyer is going to
No.
We'll talk nice to her.
Put her on the phone.
No.
They want you on the phone. No. She's shy enough as it is.
Tell her we'll be respectful.
Yeah.
Two countries.
Tell her we'll be respectful.
Can we hear? By the way, what's this phone call costing you, man?
And what can it do with a parakeet? What does it do?
Actually, well, I'm calling from a U.S. phone line.
It's not a parrot. It's a parakeet.
Parakeets stink.
Parakeet, something.
No, parakeet
It's
is
bigger than a parakeet.
whole different ball game.
Yeah,
than
parakeet's very different than a parrot.
Whole different ball of wax. Can we speak to the young lady?
Yeah, we want to speak to the young lady.
Opie and Jim want to say hi. No? No? Even on speakerphone? No. She's now.
Is it on speakerphone?
Wait, what? Would she be more comfortable if we fucking Skyped?
She sounds like a riot.
Is it on speaker?
No, it's on an earbud right now.
Put the speaker on.
Yeah.
Real
Real quick.
spontaneous
Knock
stuff.
it on speaker.
You're in hell.
Jesus.
You're in hell.
He's in hell.
Why do you
Think about
think?
how we feel.
Why do you think? Why would you go on Second Life to meet someone for real? I would figure most people that go on those games are kind of boring to begin with. So they're looking for something different.
Because this is the culture, Opie. This is what they're doing these days. It's social media.
Right.
It's virtual reality.
It's avatars.
It's you know. In my day, you went into a coffee shop and you met somebody. You said hello. You had a conversation.
Yeah, and she had some fucking buttered roll between her teeth and coffee breath, and you made the pig suck your dick in the back of the car. And she blew you behind that phone booth that they found out Pesci got killed in.
Oh, those were the days. Right?
Yeah.
Did you have to wait for the coffee prices to be just right, or would you just go into the coffee shops?
Oh, you fucking skinflint.
Yeah.
You couldn't find other bars to bar hop?
Yeah, you go in there for a nice cup of coffee, you sit there, have your salad, she tries to get you to go to Florida, you know, she's going to have you killed. I understand.
All right. I think we've done as much as we can, unless you can get her on the phone so we can help you out.
I don't think that'll happen.
Dude, we'll blow up your whole spot, and you'll be fucking home by the weekend.
Yeah, we'll get you right out of this thing.
Yeah.
That's already happening. I got to fly back this weekend because I running out of time in UK.
Why are you running out of time?
You can only stay a certain amount of days if you're a visitor.
Oh, that's what started this, the 90-day thing.
Oh, that's what started this whole thing.
Yeah.
Fiance.
So what are you going to... Okay, we can at least wrap this up. So you're coming back to the States this weekend because your time's done. Then what happens? How long do you have to wait before you could come back?
At least 3 weeks, but normally supposed to be, even then it would only be for another 2 months, and I'd be out for 6.
You're really bored with this girl, huh?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You're very bored with her.
You realize the money you're spending in airfare, you could just buy women here, right?
Absolutely.
It would be so much easier.
See if you can get the parakeet to eat a seed off her clit.
Spice things up a bit. And just imagine the bar hopping you could do in the States. My God.
Yeah. Dude,
Stop going to other countries to meet girls. His biggest thing he can offer is citizenship. Why don't you find a girl who likes you for you? Stop finding girls who want to live in the fucking States, and you can offer them a place to live in a new life.
I agree with Jim. And by the way, there's places here that are just as desperate as Canada or England where you can meet women.
Absolutely.
Just in our own country. You know, go down to Lubbock, Texas. You'll be the fucking toast of the town.
Right.
I love the fact his other girlfriend went to Detroit, so you know what kind of dick she was taking. She was in some fucking awful place that had no electricity,
right.
And a young black gentleman was probably putting it to her, better than you have in 20 years. How does that make you feel?
That's not how it turned out, but that's a lot funnier for the radio, so sure.
So enjoy Big Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing?
Big Ben Parliament. Have fun on your fucking...
How about you grow a set, you go back to the States and go, you know where to find me. Why you keep going to London?
Yeah, why don't you make her come to the States?
Right. Huh?
It was fun to visit over here, too.
And then you know what you do? Pick up that little bird in your fist and then bang its head on the counter like a gavel.
I want to so bad. This fucking thing wakes me up every morning.
Oh, I hate them.
What is fucking...
Please pull up a...
That's a parrot.
That's a parrot.
Yeah.
Can you pull up a parakeet picture?
A parakeet's different.
That's the sun conure that he has.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like a rainbow.
No, we said, what's the name? I thought the name of the bird was a sun con. What's the name of the actual...
What's its name?
No.
The bird's name? What the hell do you want that bird? Wallace.
That's why we want the name.
Jesus Christ.
Why Wallace?
Couldn't have been because they're from England.
Oh, right. Wallace.
That's the yeah. They almost named it Gromit.
Was it named that way before you got it? Yeah, it was already pre-named. She was stuck with it.
He's not stuck with it. If the bird doesn't know its name, change the fucking name to something you like.
Literally the dumbest animal. There's literally the reason the term bird brain means fucking moron. Right. It'll never know. Well,
everything about her is boring. She couldn't even think of a better name, so she said, all right, we'll continue calling it Wallace.
Bird is a weird pet, man. Bird's a weird
It's an awful pet.
I'd go get a parrot, maybe.
Yeah.
No.
A friend of mine said, I don't want a pet that's going to fucking outlive me. And that's kind of how I feel.
It's cool. Well, she said that when you got a goldfish.
Jimmy's quick. All right, George. I think we've done as much as we can with you.
No. The reason I called, this is the important part. All those people who have...
Look at this guy right at the show.
What?
all those 90-day fiancés, all those people that brought it in.
Yeah.
What they didn't mention, because I had to do this, when you fill out a fiancé visa, you have to sign a 10-year legally binding contract with the U.S. government saying you're going to cover all their expenses. Even if you get divorced, if they run up a shitload of credit card bills or hospital bills or whatever, you're stuck with it.
Oh, wow.
There's the rub.
Now, will that be...
That's the fine print?
Yeah. Wow. It used to be just, when I did it, it was kind of like, okay, I promised to do it. But after I did it, they changed it into a 10-year
No, but there's got to be a thing, because she can't just all of a sudden break up with you and then go out and get a fucking... Oh, yeah, I guess she
But
can.
you know why?
Yeah, I guess you could.
No, I understand the other side of it, for real. Because too many people were doing this as kind of a goof to help each other out. And now it's like, oh, really? You better make sure you want to do this because you're going to be on the hook for 10 years.
Yeah.
They're trying to persuade people from not doing this.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't get about the show, whether all this was real or not, because those people that didn't work out, they are screwed if they actually signed that form.
Wow.
Well, how about this? Will that form supersede if you say you sign another a prenup or something like that?
Well, if they're from another country, then the question is whether the prenup's valid in their country.
Well, if the prenup's valid...
Sure.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And you have to fill that out before you get the 90-day visa.
All
You
right.
have to fill that thing out.
Okay.
9 o'clock already. Thank you. Thanks for the call, up, man. I appreciate it.
All right, let's go to Allie in Georgia. Allie,
Hey, good morning, Jeff.
good morning.
Hey,
What are
I
you,
got a
between two
story.
buildings or something? God, I'm just joking.
Go ahead, Allie.
I didn't even catch that.
It's okay.
I
Too quick.
used to have his business partner, and he would tell me all the time, he'd be like, hey, come back with me to the old country, I'll get you a wife. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I'm young, you know. And he's like, why? You know, she'll cook, she'll clean, you'll make her get a job, and you'll come home and fuck her. You won't even have to work. So I kept wondering, like, yo, what's this guy talking about? So he got a wife from over there. He brings her over here. She gets a boyfriend. She's, you know, fucking around with the boyfriend. She gets pregnant. She starts talking to a lawyer. She basically sets him up. Basically, he beats the shit out of her. He beats her, gets his ass thrown in jail. Like the last caller was saying, he's basically forking over money to her.
And she lied and said that.
He's a party pooper. Go ahead.
Yeah, you gotta be fucking careful, man.
Where was she from?
One of those countries like full of slutty women. But you just got to be careful. You
So
know,
wait,
it's like
she's-
don't say you're going to bring her
All right.
over here.
All right, I get all that, but in your story, she lied and said that the guy was beating her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what happened,
Right,
but, you know,
okay.
the gossip was that basically she talked to some lawyer, and they set him up. And she got pregnant by some other dude.
Wow.
You know, and then they set him up. This guy gets thrown in fucking jail, and I don't know how they're still fucking getting, you know, they got shit, his money, you know, everything.
So this guy still has to pay, even though she moved on with this other guy and had a
Oh,
kid.
yeah.
Holy
Like,
fuck.
It's a big fucking mess. I mean,
Right.
you know, I mean, you can still go over, travel, and, you know, meet someone from a different culture, but don't think, hey, I'm going to bring her here.
Right.
And, you know, she's going to keep all of the, you know, 19th century fucking ethics or whatever.
All right.
Those laws.
Thank you, Allie. That's crazy.
Those laws are crazy. I know. I have a female friend who was in an abusive relationship with she was married, and the husband was smacking her around and stuff, and she left, and he still got everything legally because the courts decided that she deserted, so she wasn't like it's like crazy, like the way they'll rule when it
Right.
comes to stuff like that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it sucks.
I gotta pee.
Yeah, I gotta pee bad.
So JoeDeRosa.com for his dates, Minneapolis.
JoeDeRosaComedy.com.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joe.
That's okay.
JoeDeRosaComedy.com and Joe DeRosa Comedy on Twitter.
Yes.
And my Vice show with Mike Tyson, Dana White, first guest comes out this Wednesday. I just don't know the exact time.
No, you know what? We gotta explain that because I saw online a lot of people are confused because you do an advice show on this.
Yeah, I know,
channel.
and I'm saying Vice, yes.
Vice. Jimmy, let's make it perfectly clear because some people are still a little confused by this. Jimmy's TV show is going to be on Vice.
Online. Yeah, it's a Vice.com talk show, video talk show.
Right.
Yes.
It's not my advice show. It's on Vice.com.
No, okay. And when does it start?
Wednesday. I'm not sure the time. I don't know how they
This
do
Wednesday,
business.
it'll be on Vice.com.
Yes.
That's huge, man.
Exciting.
Okay?
Yeah, it's great.
All right.
Gary Busey's a different kind of man. That's me. I'm surrounded by angels. Those angels are giving me information to say. They go home after shampooing somebody's puppy, but they didn't know it. And they were gold, white light, and they were moving like they were breathing. And out of that light came an androgynous voice that spoke to me in thought. It said, "You're in a beautiful place. You are going in the right direction. You may come with us now, or you can return to your body and learn how to kill lions with a short spear. But for the responsibility you have coming up in you, you must look for help in the spiritual realm." And I'm recording a CD with some of Buddy Holly's songs no one's heard before. It's wasted time, it's wasted effort to write something that doesn't have to be righted because it's already right. Nothing is difficult for this cowboy.
Hey, I'm high and I'm dry. I'm looking for some bozo to put me in the water.
Ba, 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 ba. That is the intergalactic communication value. Oh yeah, I was only about a foot long and a quarter of an inch wide. And that's the size of your soul. And your soul is housed in the column of your spine. It's like explaining an orgasm to a 10-year-old. So be careful when you come at me growling. I'll get you. And you'll be floating on air. And the word float, F-L-O-A-T, stands for feeling light on air today. It's your choice. Oh, I'm right on the money with my truth. That's what you get when you buy that dinner. Figure it out. It'll come to you later.
And now, back to the show. Aren't you glad you didn't drive off that bridge?
Might be hilarious for you, but not for me, Joe DeRosa.
Why did he? Oh, I'll let you break the story. I don't want to.
It's not breaking the story. You should just jumped in.
Well, why did your kid throw a rock through your windshield?
I got so busy, I didn't even bring it up yet. No, because we have a very long week, and we're going to be in Montreal for the comedy festival. We're looking
Montreal.
We're broadcasting live Thursday and Friday. So
that was a lot of fun last year when you guys were up there.
It was great.
Yeah. Who do you have coming in this year? Who's up there?
I think Gabriel Iglesias is coming one day.
Yeah. A lot of the guys you know and love.
Bill Burr will be up there.
Bill Burr will be up there.
Nice.
Tom Papa, Bobby
Nice.
Kelly.
Nice.
Yeah, both.
Jim Jeffries.
That's great. You
Both
got the
days
whole
are
crew of guys
stacked,
up
yeah.
there.
Yeah, they'll be stacked. There'll be 2 fun shows up in Montreal. So,
Is Colin up there?
Not this year, no.
Yeah.
Because we wanted him to come up and just, sit and do the whole show with us.
Yeah.
But he's busy.
Well, that's great. You got your whole posse up there.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna end today at 10.
Yeah.
We kind of have a floating show right now, and some days 3 hours, some days 4, whatever. But right at 10 o'clock today, Joe DeRosa is going to do his podcast live.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Right here. So
what a nice turn of events. I didn't know that was going to be happening.
Well, I mean, whoever's around, whatever. I figured just keep the channel on and keep the content, rolling.
Awesome. I love it.
So you'll give us another hour today. It'll make the guys down the hall pretty happy. So at 10 o'clock, Joe DeRosa will do his live podcast.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Is that cool?
I love it. Thank you for that.
You asked why my kid threw a rock through my windshield?
I am curious. Did he do it on purpose, like "fuck you, Dad," or was it an accident?
A total accident, which drives you nuts as a parent because you really want to scold them and teach them a lesson, and then you realize he's 4.
You sure it was an accident? You drove under an underpass and you dropped a brick? You sure it was an accident?
They just threw it from the deck.
What?
While we're
how big was the rock?
It was probably the size of like a small potato, and I saw this rock up there, and I kept saying to myself, why just throw this rock over the side? There's no good could come from having this rock just laying around.
What kind of little pussy windshield do you have? That a little pebble broke it like that.
No, I said a small potato.
That a 4-year-old threw.
A small potato.
4-year-old threw it.
And he's like 10, 12 feet up in the air.
Oh, he was above it.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying he lateral throw.
And this is fucking up my story with the insurance company, by the way.
Oh.
Because I was going to go with the old, I was on the Long Island Expressway and truck popped the rock up.
Yeah. Well,
will they still pay for this claim if my kid did it?
Probably not.
Yeah, what do you care?
How much is it?
You got it like that.
How much is the windshield?
I don't know. I really don't know.
$500? I mean, I have no idea.
It's like $500.
All right, why pay $500 when you can pay, maybe $100?
You cheap bastard.
Why?
You sound like the guy that just called in a few minutes ago. It's nothing. Yeah, I don't think it's more than $500.
And how do you do it in the city?
Just go to a place. I need a new windshield. They'll put it on.
What place?
I don't know. Look, Google windshields.
Right.
Windshield installment.
Yeah, windshield.
How many days ago did this happen?
Yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Over the weekend, so whatever.
That's actually a good question. In the city, I don't know where you could go.
There's a million garages.
Well, because most people, if their windshield's fucked up, they come to your house and do it right in your driveway.
Well, go to
we
the
don't have
dealership.
driveways in New York City.
Maybe they'll come for you, though.
Huh?
Maybe they'll come for you and do it in front of the house. In
front of our building?
Yeah, why not? It's probably take them a half hour.
On the road?
How long does it take them? I know nothing about this.
I don't think they would.
That's why I'm bringing it up. I don't know how to do this.
I don't think they would. You know what
Kenny?
I would do?
Kenny, help me out!
I'd go to a dealership in the city that sells your car.
What dealership? Look, Kenny's got...
dealership?
What do you mean a dealership?
A car dealership that sells... What kind of car do you have?
I'm not saying.
Well,
I'm top secret.
What's the make?
I'm not saying.
All right, let's say it's probably a Hyundai, I'd assume, or a Kia.
There you go.
Tesla.
I would go...
It's a Gremlin.
I would go to the city Kia dealership and have them replace the windshield.
It'll be that easy? And then how do I, put in the false claim?
I can't believe
I'm going to put in a claim.
That you're cheap enough that you want to go through the headache of filing a claim. It is so annoying, the amount of time you got to spend on the phone to file a claim. Then they're going to come back with a million questions. It's going to be all this back and forth. To me, the money is worth not even dealing with that.
Yeah. Do you understand the rage I felt when I saw my windshield? And then you look at your kid and realize that he didn't do it on purpose?
Well, I mean, no, I don't.
I started fighting imaginary people. Because that's the only thing you could do. You can't take it out on him.
How bad is it?
It's really bad, and it got worse.
What's it look
overnight.
like? Like a spiderweb thing?
Well, it started out as just your typical, your windshield's cracked with that little, fucking kind of circular little thing. And then the next morning, because it rained, I guess, it just split my windshield pretty much in half. Pretty much in half, almost all the way across.
Oh, Jesus. That sucks. I mean, that sucks. But, your kid didn't do it on purpose. What are you going to do? You got to understand, Opie, that part of raising a child is having understanding. And it's not just about
you have no idea
yelling and discipline.
$1,800. I'm looking at it right now. It says about $1,800 plus installation. About $2,400.
That's a lot of money.
I just made that up. It's my acting.
Good.
Getting better for sketches.
That's pennies to a man like you. Pennies to a man like you.
Let's say hi to Nick in Brooklyn. Nick.
Hey, Opie, how much is your insurance deductible? And if it's going to be more than your deductible, then you might want to go the fraud route. But if it's not going to be more than your deductible, just make that.
I want to go the fraud route just to see if I can get away with it.
Yeah, because you've given no indication on public radio stuff that you might do that.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'll tell them, look, I made that story up for the show because it was a better story than what actually happened, which is a rock on the Long Island Expressway.
You're saying this now, but you just said your cover. You just
but maybe
I'll cover.
But then I'll say that I did that.
This was that a thing.
Right, exactly. I'll confuse the fuck out
then
of
it's
them.
like a Russian doll thing.
Right.
It just keeps going smaller and smaller.
What is the real story, right?
I don't know anymore.
You have
the
no
real
idea.
story is you're a fucking cheapskate.
That's true. You are skin flinting here.
Good point. Good point.
Yo, you remember when I called about a month ago, and fucking that song is about me, motherfucker. You can't drive with a broken back, motherfucker.
What song?
What song?
And I wasn't here a month ago. What are you talking about?
I don't even know what he said.
I don't know.
Was he trashing us?
He's a guy from
Brooklyn
hung up, by the way, that just told you gave you the brilliant insight. Hey, man, if it costs more than your deductible, you should try to do this. No shit.
He was trying to get through to do the other thing, but I don't know what the other thing is at all.
Oh, that was a prank?
What did he say? I have no idea. That song was about me, motherfucker. What song?
These guys are a hoot, aren't they?
Anyway, let's move on. There's a girl in trouble because she took a selfie at
Auschwitz.
Auschwitz.
Yeah.
Why is she in trouble?
Smiling selfie.
You can't smile at Auschwitz?
Probably best not to with a photo. But why is a teenage girl doing a dumb picture like news? Like are we that? Like as teenagers, we were all fucking idiots.
And it's an old picture too, right?
From June.
From June.
She's not a famous. If she's not famous, who
And how did it
gives a
go?
shit?
How did it go viral? Well, that's a dumb
Someone
question.
picked it up, yeah.
You never know why things go viral at times. So
Maybe because it's a smiling selfie from Auschwitz.
It is kind of a bizarre place, kind of smiling.
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm sure a lot of people smile over there.
Yeah, also
They
a
don't know.
teenager.
They don't know any better. I'm not saying it's right, but I bet you a lot of people.
If they said, "Why are you smiling at that?" she should have just simply answered, "I'm German." That would have been an answer to the question as to why you're smiling at Auschwitz.
There's that really funny Eric Idle story where they were doing like a Mighty Python tour, and they went to Auschwitz, and the tour guide came out, and they was like, "Sorry guys, it's closed down for the night." And Eric Idle goes, "Tell them we're Jewish."
Did they get in?
No, they couldn't get in because they were shutting down. But I mean, here's my thing is, like, the younger the generations get, the farther away we get from that. She's grasping the concept of what went on there far less than her parents would or her grandparents would. So she's probably there just like, hey, we're sightseeing and I'm learning stuff, and she takes a picture and she's smiling.
Well, she
doesn't
explained the story.
See, here's the picture.
Yeah.
The smile.
She's not being an asshole. She's like
smiling because she's in a famous location.
Selfie in the Auschwitz concentration camp is what she tweeted.
Her explanation
It's not
was
the best smile anyway.
No.
It's almost forced. Like,
she's
hey,
a
I'm here.
14-year-old.
I don't think she was like trying to.
She's 14.
She looks 14.
I don't think she was trying to rub it in anyone's face. I
know.
I think she's kind of clueless about it, right?
It was a dumb mistake, and the fact that people are.
She received death threats after
people are
posting a
assholes.
smiling selfie.
A teenager.
So let's see. Actually tweeted the contentious pic over a month ago, but for some reason today it inflamed, blew up, and developed into a epic proportions, viral, blah blah blah.
Doesn't help that she calls herself Princess Brianna.
Princess Brianna, clad in pink, grinning broadly as she poses in front of 2 rows of dormitories.
She said that her and her father used to talk about Auschwitz a lot. I mean, he taught her the history of it,
right.
And he died. They were supposed to go there together to sightsee, to be part of it, and then he died, and I guess she was smiling because she had finally made the trip,
right?
Like, without her dad, and she was kind of thinking of her dad. So it wasn't some fuck Auschwitz, thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's the type of smile where you're really going like, look what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
It's not. The news is disgusting.
So.
Is the news even doing it, though, or is it just a social network thing?
Well, that's a good I don't know. Yeah, where'd the story come from?
They don't know why it went viral out of nowhere. It just did.
But what like gave you that report? Where's that reference
And then
from?
she tried to explain, and then they write it in such a way. She goes, claiming she had studied the history of Auschwitz and its role in World War II with her father, like Jimmy said, and that they had planned to visit the camp together one day, but he died last year before they got the opportunity to do so. She claimed she was smiling in the photo because she was thinking of her father and was happy she had made the trip. I kind of see that. I kind of see it's that type of smile.
I think it's
and not a rubbing it in your face type of thing.
I just think it's disgusting that we have turned the almost like the leadership of the culture over to children, down to stuff like this. When Business Insider's writing a story about what a teenager, it's ridiculous.
Right.
It's ridiculous. There's like zero focus on adults at all anymore. Everything is kids and teens, and it's just fucking retarded, man.
Like what?
Don't say the R word, Joe.
I know that was wrong of me. I'm sorry.
You don't like saying retard?
I don't. Yeah, I feel like it offended Jim a little bit. And
it certainly bothered me. I don't go for a certain language.
No.
I just mean, like, the fact that every grown-up is on Twitter, and Twitter is a thing that was started, that was meant for kids, basically, and instead of saying 16-year-old children are doing this, and it's kind of dumb and pointless and futile or whatever, instead of saying that and dismissing it and going, okay, kids, you do that over there, we'll do this over here because we're grown-ups, we said we have to do it because it's what kids are doing. We have to follow their lead.
I think
do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they don't know any better. Because this just reminded me, I think it's on Vice's site, that there's a whole montage of people smiling at Ground Zero as well.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying...
But they're smiling because they're in this, like, very...
famous place.
Extremely famous place. They're detached from, what actually happened there. They just can't believe, oh, my God, look, we're here at Ground Zero.
I agree with that.
I think it was Vice that did it.
I agree with that. I just don't understand what this fascination with what teenagers are doing is coming from. It's like, to me, this is This should be a fucking blip.
But
on
see,
the
they're
news radar.
all. We have a montage here. They're all smiling. Is that bad? They're posing with cops all at Ground Zero and smiling.
But it's all kids.
Is that just as bad, or are these two different things?
I don't.
And
think
they are.
know.
And you're right. They're all kids.
It's fucking. They're kids. They're idiots.
They're all under 20.
Yeah, it's like kids are idiots. That's what I mean. Like, why are grown-ups involved with news, even looking at this? Like, who gives a fuck what these kids are doing?
Is it bad they're smiling at Ground Zero?
Yes.
I think people don't know what to do in a
it's
selfie.
ignorant.
Though.
They don't know what to do.
There's a camera in front of their face.
Yeah,
They smile.
yeah, exactly. We act like we haven't been trained our whole life. Say cheese. No one says frown now.
I know back in the day we went in front of OJ's house right after the murders, more or less, within a year.
Exactly. Your footprints are in the blood.
Pretty much. And I remember purposely not smiling. I was aware that, and this is before social media.
You were 46 when that happened.
I probably would have smiled or did something differently if I was younger, right? But I was aware, like, wow, this is a heavy picture. Right?
Yeah.
And I remember I wanted a picture in front of it because I could show people, look, I was out in L.A. and I got a picture in front of OJ's house. But I remember that I chose not to smile.
I was a freshman in college when the OJ trial happened. Okay? And I remember the day of the verdict, it was like the most watched thing in television history or something. And in the student union building, in the activities room, they were broadcasting it on a giant screen.
Yeah.
And I walked in accidentally. I didn't even realize, like, oh, that's happening right now. I walked in, I was like, what the fuck is happening in here? Because it was so packed. And I looked up, and I'm like, oh, shit, it's the OJ verdict. And I stood there. When they said not guilty, a room full of stupid 18-year-olds, including myself, cheered.
Right.
Cheered. Like someone had just been liberated. Or I mean, it was insanity. Because we didn't fucking know any better. It was funny and
you
cute.
cheered for OJ not being...
Yes. Because it was fun and ironic.
Douche.
OJ, woo, yeah.
You're a hipster.
Because you're a kid. You don't fucking know any better. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Why is this? That's my
I will
point.
say, though, even at 18, I did know that a throat cut to the point of almost decapitation was a great way to end a marriage.
You cheered?
We didn't think he did it because it was.
Oh God, Joe!
I was 17 years old.
What about 18? 18.
Yeah. Hey, no more Mr. Nice Guy, right? I don't know. Nobody should be ever focused on
You
what
seem like a
17-year-olds
smart guy. You really didn't think he did it?
At the time, I didn't.
Oh God, really? What'd you watch?
At the time, I just said, you're a kid, you're partying, you're drinking, I didn't give a fuck. I was just like, I wasn't following the details of the case.
When he tried on the glove and it didn't fit, what were you thinking? There you go, see?
I didn't even know that happened until.
Well, why didn't you use your brain
later.
and go, well, is he wearing a plastic glove underneath? Is he like making it look like it doesn't fit? Didn't you have questions, or you just said, see, there you go?
I was so uneducated
And if you were
about
a killer,
the trial, I didn't even know that happened.
If you were a killer and decided I'm going to wear gloves because I don't want my fingerprints around, wouldn't you find a glove that doesn't really fit right?
I don't know if you're thinking that clearly when you're about to murder your wife.
Yeah,
think she's fucking a handsome young white guy.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're thinking that clearly.
If it was premeditated, I would get giant shoes and I would get gloves that are
Just
too big.
clown shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Why would you wear your real shit?
Cops would bring down the statue in front of McDonald's. It was him standing here.
But no one questions this stuff. They just assume, all right, if you're committing a murder, you're just gonna use your own shit.
No,
I think the premeditated people are aware, and they would mix it up a little bit.
I agree. I think that would be a good strategy. If you were good, yeah, that's actually a great point. I never thought of that. They go, we're looking for a size 9 shoe.
Right.
Nobody ever thinks like, well, maybe he wears an 11 and squeezed into a 9.
Oof, that would make it tough to run away.
I don't know. You know what
from
I'm
the
saying.
scene.
10. Let's say a 10.
Why wouldn't
Let's
you go
be
the other
realistic.
way and say that we're looking for a size 12?
What man has a size 7?
But I'm saying a size 12, but you really wear 10s.
Because I said 9 by accident.
Why would you go the
first,
other way?
And I had to fix it.
Oh, okay.
I said 9 by accident.
I have like 7.5 feet.
Do you?
My feet are small.
Little tootsies?
I do little tootsies.
But they're wide.
They are wide feet.
Jimmy has
I like when you sit on your foot like that. Like
It's very comfortable.
Jimmy has very wide feet.
I can't get comfortable when I sit.
you're sitting like Jennifer Aniston on Oprah.
My one leg under my other one. Yeah, I'm really a poor sitter.
See, this guy took a selfie while his wife was in labor. I really don't think she was like kind of going for this,
No, not
the
at
type
all.
of smile that really rubs in everyone's face. Let's say hi to Larry in Oregon. Larry.
Yeah, hey, what's going on?
Hey, Larry.
Hey, so I was in Germany a few years ago, and there was a Berlin Holocaust memorial, and there's, I don't know if you've been there, or know about it, or seen it, but it's just like columns, just tons of columns in this one area, and I remember walking around there, and there was some kids running around, like, playing in it, like, hiding behind them and stuff like that, chasing each other, and this old German guy in a wheelchair just, like, screaming at them, just, and I spoke a little German at the time, I forgot most of it, but he was just pissed off as hell that they were doing this, and I remember thinking, like, yeah, you go, old man, but at the same time, I was thinking to myself, like, you know what, in another way, if you want to think about it in a different way, it's actually kind of nice to like, think about the fact that these kids are playing and they're so far removed from the like initial tragedy that they can just sort of do that.
No one's thinking that into it. You're at a landmark and you're like, oh, I'm going to take a picture. It's going to go on Facebook. I'm just going to smile.
No, it's the same thing. It was like I went to the World War II memorial in D.C. and I remember I was in the military at the time and I was kind of pissed off that people were sitting there with their feet in the water. It was during the summertime. It was hot as hell.
Right.
And I was thinking, why aren't they being more respectful? And then at the same time I thought, well, again, isn't it nice that, it's relatively peaceful at home and people can do that. And that's, so it's all the way that you think about it. That's just my opinion.
Would you stick your feet in the World War II memorial, Jimmy?
Oh, in the memorial? No.
Because it was a hot day.
No, I don't think I would stick my feet in any memorial.
Cool off your tootsies.
I wouldn't even do that in like a regular park.
No, they have towels with them.
I saw. I mean, the saddest memorial I ever saw, and I have been down to Ground Zero, is the Vietnam one. That one's brutal.
Really?
Fucking brutal. I don't remember. I've been to that one 2 or 3 times. I don't remember seeing anyone fucking smiling, taking pictures there.
Are they in alphabetical order, the names, or no?
What makes that one so amazing is it's in chronological order. How many people died, and then as the war went on, and how now you're deep into the trench. You know what I mean? Because it starts off here, and you kind of go down,
the trench?
and then back up the other side.
Right.
So by the time you're in the middle, and you just see all these names, like holy fuck.
How can you see the top names? How do they have that so you can find your loved one?
Pretty much could. I mean. I'm trying to remember. It's been a few years now, but I don't think the wall's much bigger than, like, here, our ceiling.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's more than 10 feet tops.
Does it go down or something, though? Like how?
It starts where, like, the first names, you have to bend all the way down to read them early on in the war, and then you keep walking, and now you're in the middle of the thing. It's about, like I said, it's been a little while. It's about 10 feet high. And then as you go up the other side, it slowly, comes up to level ground again, if that makes sense. Near the end of the war.
Jesus.
That one brought tears for real. That one was brutal.
Jesus.
People take stencil imprints, don't they?
Yeah. And they bring little ladders and stuff, step stools, whatever, to get names that are a little higher. Oh yeah. You see all that
that's
down
terrible.
there. So
that was designed by a high school student, I think. Some girl.
It's amazing.
It was like a contest or something.
Really?
Someone came up with that, yeah. I'm sure I got it totally wrong, but
it's really amazing.
The 9/11 stuff always gets me down in the village, like that. Those fences that have all like the kids like art and stuff on it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Larry. Good job.
Thanks. Yep.
All right. This guy took we don't need the guy that took a selfie as his wife's in labor. Who cares, right? But this guy wants to talk to you about the OJ trial. Vinny, go ahead.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. I'm pretty young, but I still remember the OJ trial when I was in elementary school. Going into class every day, and they had TVs. All the teachers glued to the TV for the OJ trial. Coming home to school, watching my parents glued to the TV for a week with the OJ trial. I watched a little bit of it, even in elementary school, being at that age. I knew he was guilty.
See, a little kid even knew, Joe.
I mean, I just look, you start to know how to read people at that age,
Yeah.
And even watching with the glove.
Sure.
Was a joke.
I know.
Were you watching with your parents?
Uh-huh.
He was a little kid and he knew.
He knew.
He got caught up into that.
Smart kid.
the way he put the glove on was just like...
I know, it was ridiculous.
But you got caught up in that college douchery.
I couldn't believe I didn't pick up on that.
I mean, it looked like it was backwards.
I know, it did, didn't it?
Right.
It was really ridiculous.
All right. Now we got a guy who says OJ didn't do it.
Who's this?
It's 20 years old. Let's just.
Who could that possibly be?
I'm more obsessed that Joe thought that he was innocent.
I didn't. Hold
Barry
on a second.
Shapiro's on the phone.
I didn't.
Oh, wait, Barry Slotnick. Wait, that's the wrong guy too. Robert Shapiro.
Robert Shapiro. Right?
Barry
Sheck.
Sheck, yeah.
Sheck or something like
Slotnick
that?
was Bernie Goetz's lawyer.
All I followed at this is an important detail. All I followed at that age, I saw the car chase, and then I watched nothing until the
verdict.
So I just was like,
and you want
I hope OJ's innocent.
And you wanted to be different, man.
No, I just didn't.
Yes,
I wasn't educated.
Remember Lance Ito?
Yeah,
of course.
I can't believe that's 20 years ago, man.
Whatever happened to him? He just went back to traffic
I
court
can't
or wherever the
believe
hell they got him.
I don't know. It was such a high-profile thing. It fucked them all up.
Right.
I mean, Marsha Clark and Chris Dard, you never heard from them again. I mean, they both were just... Greta Van Sustern's the only one that actually went further after that.
I just watched... Did you watch the Jeffrey Dahmer tapes? That documentary about Jeffrey Dahmer?
Is that with that big cop? We interviewed him.
Yeah.
He died, that guy.
The giant cop who
He was
debriefed him.
awesome. We had
The
him
guy
on.
that led the case?
Patrick Kennedy, yeah.
He's still alive?
Oh, Jesus, Joe. Pick it up.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
I mean,
God
pull it up.
damn it.
I meant to say
Sorry.
pull it up.
Sorry.
He died of a massive heart attack. We had him in
If
here.
he's the cop.
He was awesome.
When did he just died?
Probably about a year ago now.
From Milwaukee. Big.
And he had tight slacks on.
Giant
and
bulge.
a giant bulge that me and Jimmy
Yeah.
were
I
pointing
think he had
at.
one of those severed heads in his pants.
Right, we were laughing at him. Yeah, the Milwaukee cop.
Oh, that's something I'm thinking of.
Okay.
What?
Wait.
He's the guy that debriefed Dahmer.
Yeah, and Dahmer.
I say debriefed again.
The guy,
That guy.
That guy, yeah. He died?
Yep.
Oh,
and we had such a good time with him. We're like, hey, man, next time you're in New York, it's like, I had a great time. I'll come back. He was fun, man.
I met somebody recently that like knew him when it all happened.
Right.
And just said that guy was like a fucking rock star.
Yeah.
Because of that case.
He's like 6'7".
Yeah, he was
He's
giant.
a massive guy.
That documentary is amazing. It's amazing. Did you see it?
Yeah. No, I made believe I saw it when it came in, but I never actually saw it.
That's why you're good. That's why you're good at what you do.
I never saw it.
It was great.
What did you like about it?
I don't remember. It's been a while, but I just remember him talking about, it was his personal insight into it, about how Dahmer, gave Jeffrey Dahmer that shirt that he's wearing and all those things because he had nothing to wear.
Right.
And he said he cried when Dahmer died.
Right.
Got beaten to death. And he said it was such a weird thing because he was such a terrible guy.
But they got close. They talked a lot.
You develop
Right.
an attachment to somebody when you're talking to them.
Yeah. It's a documentary, but it's shot very. You know how sometimes they'll shoot a documentary and you almost feel like you're watching an actual film because it's just so it's a very moody documentary, and they do a lot of reenactments, and the reenactments are awesome.
Yeah.
The reenactments are because I watched that movie Dahmer, the one with what's his face, Jeremy Renner. It's Jeremy Renner's great in the movie, but the movie's not good, and it pisses me off because they literally cover nothing interesting from Dahmer. Nothing. And this thing, I felt like the reenactments tackled some of the more weird aspects of the Dahmer case and like his life and whatever. It's just a great documentary.
Well, he was a known homosexual.
No.
All right, let me. This guy wants in on the Auschwitz selfie thing. Mike, go ahead.
Hey, so I guess you guys have talked about this a little while ago, and as time goes on, people are removed from it. It's like, let's say you go to the Gettysburg battlefield.
I've been there many times.
Yeah, well, yes, I think Chippa has.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah. I have a Gettysburger with cheese. They're all cracking up.
But Uncle Paul really likes the dead bodies, too.
Well, I mean, it's the famous thing we've talked about over the years. You know, the Titanic thing was a brutal tragedy for its time, especially. And you fast forward, and now it's a kid's ride.
Exactly.
So.
Now we play a game where we pull victims' names out of a hat and we just laugh loud. I made that up. It's not a game.
It'd be a horrible game.
Yeah, I know. He's like, hey, look,
That's it? There's nothing else?
No.
Nothing else you could do with this
Yeah,
game?
Mary Johnson. Ha, ha, ha. I'm talking about what a twat she probably was. Who cares? She died 100 years ago. Fuck her. Fuck Mary Johnson.
Go ahead, Mike. Enough time goes by.
No. Thank you guys for such a great show. My brother and I have been fans for over 15 years. So thank you. And it's great. It's sad that Anthony's gone. And,
yes, thank you.
But at the same time, it's nice because now he has his freedom to go blow up the podcast world like Rogan has.
Very cool.
Yes, it comes out, I think, October 4th, August 4th.
August 4th.
Yeah.
He's firing that up. So
he said he's having a little bit of issues on subscriptions and stuff. There's some kind of a weird, I saw his tweet about that. I guess they've worked out a few technical glitches, but...
Yeah, all the...
Could you guys have him call in?
Huh? Yeah, I don't care.
No, Anthony.
He has not called in, no.
No, not yet.
That would be a good one.
What would he, and what would Sirius do with it?
Well, I don't think they would, what could they do? I mean, we've never been told not to have him call in, and you can't tell us who to put on our show.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
All right, Mikey. Anyway, so enough time goes by, you'll take your pictures and smile, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm saying a kid, probably doesn't have the weight that...
Laszlo went, right? Laszlo went to some of these concentration camps, and he says it's fucking brutal.
I want to go
you
there.
feel it in the air, how brutal it is.
I was just talking to him, and he was telling me about that, coincidentally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, seriously.
So I don't know if enough time has gone by for that one, because he says you feel it everywhere. It's just thick.
Dachau, and did he go to Dachau or Auschwitz? He might have went to Auschwitz.
I think it's Dachau.
Dachau?
That sounds familiar, I believe. I
thought it was Auschwitz.
Maybe did both.
Were they both in Poland?
Well, no, Auschwitz is in Germany.
Is it?
No, I'm not joking. Yeah, no,
Okay.
seriously, yeah.
Maybe you're right. Yeah,
I believe Auschwitz is in Germany.
Maybe Dachau's in Poland. I thought it was in Poland for some reason.
Do they have a burger joint nearby, I think? Where do you get hungry?
Do you think they have a snack bar?
I said nearby. I didn't say,
on the thing?
On their grounds.
They have one of those stands that sells the big turkey legs.
I'm bringing this. I should call Laszlo because he said something like that. He goes, and then they went and ate, and he thought it was kind of weird that now you're eating a nice lunch somewhere that's relatively close.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Where's Auschwitz?
And that person put their joint there to take advantage of the fact that you got all these tourists coming through.
I swear to God, I'm not saying this to be funny. Do you think they have some sort of a gift shop, like where you can buy like some sort of you know what I mean?
They do have a gift shop,
like a plaque, a memorial plaque.
They absolutely have a gift shop.
Yep.
It's not tasteless.
That's such a weird.
Oh, did they have one down at Ground Zero? Although they took away the cheese plot. Was it the cheese plotter?
Oh, come on.
They did the cheese plate.
The cheese plate.
And the cheese plate was shaped like the United States, and there were 3 dots where the planes went down.
Oh, God.
I couldn't believe it.
3 slices of pepperoni.
Dude, I literally, look at the photo of it. Sam will find it.
They finally got rid of the cheese plate.
Wait, you're fucking joking,
100%, seriously.
Get the fuck
It wasn't
outta
meant
here.
to be funny. It was meant to be like to commemorate, but it was a cheese plate shaped like the U.S. cheese board.
Oh, my God.
And
They were selling this in the gift shop.
Yeah, you want to cut down, you always want to cut your Gouda where the fucking passengers took the flight down, so that was nice that they highlighted that one.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah, but they have a gift shop. See, it's mostly books and stuff. Not tasteless, some nice T-shirts and things like that. I don't know. I don't think they should have a gift shop whatsoever, but...
Look, I think if you have a gift shop that's meant, and all you can buy there are things like if you went to Auschwitz because your grandmom died there, and you want to get a plaque that commemorates the tragedy or whatever, so you can remember her or honor her. That's fine, and as long as that money, the profit is going to something constructive, then that's fine. But you don't have a fucking cheese plate. That's disgraceful.
What is the plaque made of?
I don't know, maybe like a supersat. Or a salami of some kind. You know what I mean? Maybe like a meat.
Your grandmother died and now you're buying salami in the gift shop?
Well,
what are you talking about?
Maybe that was, I don't know. What do you mean, what is the plaque made out of? Wood and metal.
Where do they get the metal from?
That's
Just saying.
Well, you got a point.
Weird.
You got a good point. I don't know why I'm trying to argue. You got a great point.
I don't think you need gift shops. Go buy that stuff somewhere else. Like, I'm sure the books they sell in the gift shop you can get somewhere else.
But what if they were using the money to then...
I don't know.
I mean, they're obviously non-profit sites or whatever. They're for the upkeep of the site or whatever.
I was against the gift shop, but I kind of get why they have, but some of the stuff was so fucking cheese dick. Like, so fucking gross.
Was there Things like the cheese plate.
Yeah.
What else?
I mean, in this
That's
one.
terrible.
No, I mean the Ground Zero one, right?
Yeah.
They had the cheese platter or the cheese plate. What other things did they have that they got rid of? Because the shirts look all right, you know. But where does the money go?
That's probably to the upkeep of the site. You know, they still have to pay for, you know, sanitary, whatever, and have people come in and do cleanups and electricity and all that stuff. I'm assuming that's where it goes.
All right.
You know, they got to pay the gift shop lady that works in there.
I was right, by the way. Auschwitz is in Poland.
It was?
Yeah, Dachau is in Germany.
Oh, okay.
It just flipped those.
Well, then the Monty Python story, I think, is about Dachau then. Because I thought he said they were touring in Germany.
Oh, I wrote this down earlier, Jimmy. The Turkish song that you liked.
What was it called?
I don't know. Did you find it?
No, it was in this. I went to this Mediterranean place, and they're playing a Turkish song. Can we look this up? Oh fuck! I'll never get it. No, I have it at home too. I went and got it.
What were some of the words in it?
I would know. It's Turkish.
The whole thing.
It's some weird. Benny Benny is the song. Beni, Beni. I liked that one.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I might not like it now. I just liked it when I heard it and I listened to it on YouTube. I was like,
I'm always curious of songs you end up liking.
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Look
I
at
just
you.
heard it at a cafe and I liked it. Not my typical. Pretty cool. This is one of the few times I'm going to say this.
I like it.
I'm grateful Anthony isn't here.
Why?
Because he would not care for this.
I'm starting to get into some of this, like, international music.
Yeah?
Jonathan, my manager, loves it. He's the Brandstein Shuffle, and it's all fucking music that you want to just smash him for.
Right.
Once in a while, you land on a good one.
I like the sound. Benny Benny by
just a weird song.
Niaz.
Niaz, yeah.
N-I-Y-A-Z on the old YouTube.
Bit of world music.
Huh?
Said it's a bit of world music.
Yeah, world
It's
music.
the only time I've ever been in a
meant to
cafe
say.
and heard foreign music and actually asked the lady what it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that little place.
Did you have a nice plate of hummus?
I did, actually. It was a very cultured experience for me.
Yeah?
Yes.
Did you dip stuff in it?
I certainly did.
What'd you dip in it?
I brought pretzels.
Yeah?
No, I'm kidding. It was just whatever they had.
Little pita bread.
Yeah.
Some olives.
Little pita, exactly. A few olives.
Maybe some, I don't know, some peppers in there.
I like
I
Diet
like
Coke.
I like a nice hummus.
A nice red pepper hummus.
I like it. I
Right?
like it with the pepper and chini on the
It
side.
hurts my reflux, though, too much.
The peppers or the hummus?
Pepper.
Yeah. It's hot. Vinegary.
Vinegary, yes. Tom in Oklahoma. Tom.
Yes.
Hi, Thomas.
Hello, gents. Yeah, I was at Auschwitz over the summer, just a few weeks ago, actually. Took my kids on a vacation to Europe, and Auschwitz is outside of Krakow, Poland, not Germany.
Yep.
And regarding taking selfies, you talked about your friend Laszlo and the heaviness. It is incredibly heavy, and really the evil that was done there still remains. And there was all these groups, some of them being of Asian groups, taking cameras everywhere, taking pictures, video. Me and my teenagers, I have a son that's 15, my daughter was 17, and we felt it really inappropriate to take a lot of pictures.
You can kind of see it. I mean, you can kind of see everything you just said in this girl's face, by the way. There's stress on her face as she's smiling. Like she wants to smile because she's happy that she's at a place that she studied with her dad. You can see it. Look at her forehead. She's got stress marks on her forehead.
She's smiling to be like, Dad, I finally got here.
Right.
Like, this went a lot to... That's why she's smiling.
I believe her story.
I do, too.
So.
And she's a child.
Why is Eric Nagel on 10?
Not Nagel.
Stangl. Oh,
sure.
Anything else to add, Tom?
Oh, no, this was okay. There's just a few places where they discourage people from talking just out of silence, for respect.
Yeah, I get that.
The tragedy that happened there. Oh, and lastly, talking about commercialism of places, we also went to Hitler's Eagle's Nest in Germany, and you can have a nice hamburger there.
Right there.
Yeah, right there.
See, people get hungry, Joe. You can understand that, right?
I don't have a problem with there being food available.
But who's the douchebag that said, I'm going to put my hamburger joint right here?
Yeah,
because the Eagle's Nest is where he died, right?
No, that was a bunker.
Yeah.
He died in a bunker?
The Eagle's Nest was where, when you see the relaxed Adolf, an Adolf kind of in color, when they see the color footage, him petting the dog and greeting people,
that's the Eagle's
that was
Nest.
the Eagle's Nest.
Right. Okay.
When you watch Downfall, and he gave that famous the generals are all traitors speech. That was in the bunker. I want to say, is it wrong to say Berlin? I think it was Berlin.
Okay.
Which is also in Poland.
So you got a nice tasty burger there, huh, Tom?
Oh, yeah, it was great. But I just thought it was really ironic.
How was the service, though?
Things were planted there.
Exactly.
Planned there, and you can have a nice lunch.
Didn't you feel wrong eating a burger there? There's a fucking tooth in it. I wouldn't feel comfortable snacking in fucking Hitler's hideaway.
No,
depressing.
It was somewhat surreal.
What kind of tip? What kind of tip did you leave?
Yeah.
We better leave.
That's true. Yeah, that's what set him off.
He was a nice guy.
All right, Tom.
All right, gents, enjoy the show. Have a great one.
I would see that stuff though, but
I mean, a family vacation to a concentration camp. God, Tom.
Yeah, I know.
What the hell?
What's with these people?
A good friend of ours is on the line, Eric Stangl.
Hello,
Eric.
How you doing, boys?
One of the Stangl brothers from Letterman.
I hate to interrupt all the uplifting Holocaust talk, but I have had a theory about OJ for 20 years, and no one will fucking listen.
Okay. Well, it's time.
He's innocent.
So at the time, my brother and I, we had nothing going on, so we watched the coverage every day.
Right.
And day after day, they're like, "Oh, why would OJ have a knit hat? Why would he have a knit hat in L.A.? It's 80 degrees every day. Why would he have a knit hat?" In the beginning of The Naked Gun, he's wearing a black knit hat. The juice kept the fucking prop. He used the prop in the murder.
That is creepy.
Look it up. There's a picture of him holding like this. He's got like a headset on. You can Google the image.
Well, but I mean, the point is, they did find the knit hat. So someone in L.A., even though it's not knit hat weather, had the knit hat.
He went into his closet and he's like, "Let's see, old Bill jersey, no. Old Bill's helmet, no. Oh yeah, this hat from the gun."
Do you think he murdered them in character, all bumbling?
Yeah.
See, there's the picture of him wearing the knit hat from Naked Gun.
Yeah,
cracked this case wide open.
That's fucking great.
And George Kennedy was the one who actually hid the stuff. It wasn't Kardashian.
That's all I got.
Thanks, brother.
I like your theory.
See you, man.
All right.
That's a good point. Maybe he did that. That was funny. He said he looked through a Bill's jersey. No. Bill's helmet. No. This hat.
Right.
Maybe that's true. Maybe, you know what? Maybe he fucking grabbed the hat. That's a great point.
There's something similar to what Eric Stangl just said when I was watching Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with Jerry Seinfeld. He was talking to Jon Stewart. Oh, by the way, I did see the Sarah Jessica Parker one. Because people are like, you didn't mention Sarah.
She did an episode?
And it was great.
I'm a huge fan of hers.
She was very, very good.
Huge fan.
But Jon Stewart, sort of, what Eric was talking about, in Beverly Hills Cop, Eddie Murphy's walking down the sidewalk, and there's two guys with ridiculous leather jackets on, and Eddie Murphy laughs. Do you remember that scene? He kind of laughs at how ridiculous they look in their leather jackets. And then it's pointed out by Jon Stewart, I believe, that he basically wore the exact same jacket in Delirious.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So was Delirious first or after?
I think it was after.
Because I remember when he was on...
Before?
No. Delirious was before Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, no, you're absolutely right.
Wait, you're thinking of, what was the first one he did? He did two specials.
Delirious and Raw.
No,
Delirious
was the first one.
The first one. He was probably doing it as a reference to look at how stupid I looked.
Delirious is all in purple.
So then Jon Stewart didn't pick up on that.
And
okay.
That's
makes,
right. That makes sense.
So that
because
makes way
when
more
he-
sense.
I remember when he did Boomerang. Remember he disappeared for a while, and then he came back and did Boomerang, and it was
Right.
like the new Eddie Murphy or whatever. I remember seeing him on Arsenio, and he was making fun of what he wore in Raw, and like how ridiculous the outfit was. He was like, once you see a guy wearing a pinky ring on the outside of a leather glove, you know it's going to his head.
So Eddie was going for an inside. I like Jimmy's theory way better.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think
he was going for an inside joke
I'm
there. Like,
agreeing
look
with
how
him.
ridiculous these guys look. That's, meaning, look how ridiculous I looked wearing that leather jacket in Delirious.
And that's theory is supported because he did the same thing in Raw. He made fun of himself after he did Raw. He made fun of what he was wearing.
Did he have a pinky ring outside a glove?
Yeah, he's got a black glove on, one hand with a pinky ring on.
Why was he
it.
wearing a glove? Like a rock star.
Why is he wearing a glove? That's the least problematic part of that outfit.
Because
he's
it was
wearing
the
that
80s.
fucking purple. It's literally that except purple. No shirt. He unzips it at one point. He's sweating, dude. It was like famous comics in the '80s started to dress like hair metal guys.
Never try to look sexy
and
as a comedian.
Michael Jackson kind of. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not your job.
Well, Dice pulled it off.
But Dice was a
He's one of the
character
only
from
ones.
the beginning. Like, you're right. Dice is one of the only guys that his whole thing was I look good. But he talked about it so much, and he wasn't...
But he really looked good.
He did
I know
look,
how
he
you're
was a
saying it
handsome
was-
guy, yeah.
But he looked good wearing that stuff. I know it was his character that started from the beginning, but he pulled it off as looking good as well.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Well, I mean, look,
I'm
nobody
glad you
questioned-
figured that one out, Jimmy, because I'm like, what is Jon Stewart? Okay. All right, but that makes way more sense. That he was making fun of himself.
Somebody just did a...
You got the scene from Beverly Hills Cop where he walks by those two guys? I guess it doesn't matter too much.
It was Tony Roberts, I think, did like at the beginning of the special came out in the Eddie Murphy Delirious outfit as a joke, and that was it. And then walked off and got changed and came back out and did a set.
This guy might have a little more to this. Jim on Long Island. Jim.
Oh, it's Tim, but all right.
Hey, Tim.
He's laughing at the fact that they're dressed like Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're both wearing like total Michael Jackson outfits, and he looks at them and just laughs.
I don't remember this part in the movie.
Yeah,
It's
just
right when he walks through Beverly Hills. He's
Yeah.
walking by like the police station.
I believe, unless I didn't see it right, Jon Stewart said that.
There it is.
It was after. Then he ended up wearing that jacket, but Jimmy pointed out that Delirious absolutely came first.
And it did.
He's walking. There's a guy in the crazy leather jacket, and he just starts laughing. And looks at the guys because they look ridiculous in the leather jackets, and that's the same type of jacket he wore in Delirious.
And the pants,
There's
too.
also
Wait a minute, is that the Raw jacket too?
No,
There's
no.
not. Okay.
It's just the full outfit from Delirious.
There's also a huge detail we're leaving out is that Eddie Murphy is not playing Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills Cop. He's playing a character from Detroit who would laugh at something like that.
No.
Because he's like a sweatshirt and jeans kind of guy.
Just brought up something I saw.
I'm just saying,
Jesus.
Joe,
Jesus,
I find
Joe.
different perspectives. Color up a conversation a little bit.
Joe!
What is this, Fox News? We all got to agree? You know what I mean?
No, I guess.
Jesus.
This guy wants to turn you on to Steel Panther. You know about Steel Panther. You're in L.A. You probably...
I'm not into it.
You're not into it.
They're good at what they do. I'm just not into it.
Did you see it?
No, I'm not. I don't like that kind of music when it's for real, so I'm not that into making like a comedy version of it. You know what I mean? I'm just not into it.
Joe finds the real music ridiculous, so the parody of it doesn't do much for him.
Thank you, Jimmy. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Your music tastes suck.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I need to bring up
Dream Theater?
Do I need to bring up Queensryche again with you?
Oh, Queensryche, right.
Do you like them?
I liked Silent Lucidity
There's
because it
nothing-
sounded like Pink Floyd.
It doesn't sound like Pink Floyd.
Absolutely does.
I still get emails about that. I get emails still. I'll never forget the day Opie said Queensryche sounded like Pink Floyd.
Queensryche, and what was the other band? The one-hit wonder band, Faith No More. Oh, God.
How dare you? How dare you? One-hit wonder band. They're still selling out arenas.
Arenas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are they really?
John towards Sabbath.
Holy
just were.
shit. Good for them.
Yeah, they're
Lou in
awesome.
Jersey. We'll finish with you today, Lou. What do you got?
Hey, good morning, fellas.
Louie!
Yeah, I was just listening to the atrocities of the memorials and everything, and there's actually been different comedians that have
expressed this and gone on a tour. And my one buddy actually went on his honeymoon on the Anne Frank house in Holland. They had a somber tour that goes through with how, you know, the tragedy and everything, and it closes out with how there's a great place for pancakes right near the Anne Frank house.
Yeah.
Wait, they promote the fact that there's a good pancake house nearby?
And Anne Frank house, the gift shop is like a big part of it. Like you exit through the gift shop, and they have a graphic novel about Anne Frank.
Yeah, right after they get through saying
and they let you hide in the walls. They have the
don't let you hide in the walls.
My friend was just there. He said you can actually get into the little wall compartment.
So you could see what it was like, probably.
Yeah.
Oof.
But how stupid were the people looking for Anne Frank? Wouldn't you, like, take a wall down or two?
Well, also, who has a house
you have nothing to lose. Take a wall down.
Who has a house with ready-made wall compartments in it? That's
Right.
what I don't understand. Whose house is, like, ready
But if you're
for
really
that?
looking for her, why wouldn't you say, all right, let's just take one of these walls down, make sure there's no funny business going on? Whatever. That's it for today, I guess. But something, got to keep the channel on, because it's almost like you don't know what's going to happen next. And today it's Joe DeRosa doing his podcast live for everybody.
Yes.
Because you were going to do it anyway. I said, fuck it, why don't you just do it for everybody here?
This is fun. I'm excited about this. And some of the guys are going to sit in. I think Sam and Roland and E-Rock or whoever.
What's your topic today?
I don't know. I'm going to let them pick during the break, because I let the guests pick the topic from a list. So I'll let them pick, and then we'll just do it.
Probably food, then.
I was going to do food. Roland and I were going to do food the other day, but I did one about the road last week, and I talked a lot about food on that, so I think I need to wait on food.
What are some of the other choices?
Some of the other episodes we did...
No, for now.
Oh, for now?
What are the choices?
Let me pull up the list. Hold on a second.
And then they can pick from this list?
Yeah. Sam, you want to pick?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
What did I miss?
Nothing, just heavy metal.
Podcast topics, ready?
Fuck yeah.
Censorship.
Oh, God.
God and the devil.
Censor Chip. I would take Chip every time. Piece of garbage.
God and,
yeah.
God and the devil, religion, murder, abortion, the death penalty, profanity.
So you're not going...
It's all just comedy topics.
Exactly.
Promiscuity,
sexism, gentrification, ambition.
Oh, God.
What a fun topic. How
Nature
about donuts?
versus nurture.
Yeah, chocolate.
Yeah.
Technology.
Metal.
Yeah.
Feminism.
The devil.
Feminism.
Wealth. Evolution. Mythology.
Plural circumcisions.
Masculinity.
Gregory Hines. Man or myth.
Optimism. We already did that one.
Botulism.
I don't know.
Maybe this wasn't a good idea.
Yeah. I say you do.
I try to pick a broad. I try to keep.
That's sexist, Joe.
They're deep. They're very deep topics, Joe.
I try to pick a broad thing that people that interests somebody, so we can
Soap
talk
operas.
about it and it can go into different. No.
Broad thing. Get it? Same joke twice. Same joke, Jimmy.
All right. Well, you're going to do the podcast live next.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Joe, it was great seeing you. You're going back to L.A. soon, huh?
I go back on Saturday. Yeah, but it was great seeing you guys.
Me too, brother.
Really fun being back in here, man. I missed you guys a lot.
We enjoyed it today. Thank you, sir.
And we're going to Montreal Thursday, Friday. Opie and I and the gang, young Samuel and Kenny will all be
What
up
about
there.
E-Rock? I heard he didn't make the cut.
He did not.
No, Troy will be up there. But
Well,
E-Rock's
can he
gotta
make the
stay
cut
here.
now?
No,
There's less
it's
people
over.
going.
It's over.
Why didn't
That
E-Rock...
is true. Why can't E-Rock go?
Why didn't E-Rock make the cut?
That was a Dandy Don Wickland call.
That's a dumb call. We play off E-Rock very well.
E-Rock, what do you want to do?
E to the Rock, what do you think?
There's no time for me to go right now. So.
Why?
Because they're not going to have a flight or a hotel or anything.
Oh, shut up. They will. It's Montreal. You're not going to fucking
You
Siberia.
could drive up E-Rock. It takes like 5 hours.
You know what that is? That's pessimism, something we may be discussing on the podcast today.
Oh.
Yeah, how about if we can, maybe E-Rock does come. He is an invaluable on-air.
Absolutely.
Especially in these times when we have lost such a major force on this radio program.
We're not allowed to talk to Troy still, so why would he be up there?
Great point, too.
Questions have been asked before.
Of course, because we play off everybody in the room, especially if we feel like things are a little slow.
Is it inappropriate if I go out and take a smiling selfie in front of the Sirius building? God damn it. Jimmy just said the tragic times on the radio
We
show.
understood where it came from.
It wasn't funny at all. All right,
It was a
sorry.
little desperate.
Ended it on a dud. Sorry,
No,
guys.
it wasn't bad, Joe. Look, it's one of those things.
You know, you try and you try and you try.
Yes.
You can't all be gems.
They can't all be gems. That's the point.
True. Now we're babbling. So Joe DeRosa is going to continue today with his live podcast. It's a quick hour, right?
Yeah, it's one of those fast hours.
Yeah, it's good.
Why?
Yeah, in and out.
What does that mean?
I'm kind of regretting it. I'm not going to lie to you.
You do know that this replay
I thought he was
is-
going to keep it fun and light.
It's going to be fun.
And light?
Yes.
Why? You don't think Joe's got some light
Topics.
You know, how about baby smothering and nihilism? We'll split it up into 2 parts.
How to kill your baby. I mean,
It's light. It's light, but it's you know, it's talk. It's like I wanted to do something that was like talk radio-esque, you know? So like...
but you got Roland. You got Roland with heavy topics.
Sam's going to pick the topic, and then we're going to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, but then am I going to get the blame if the topic's not good?
Oh, come on.
I'm kind of regretting it.
You know it replays throughout the day.
It's too soon.
Well, we could cut it out of the replay, right?
Don't do this. I haven't seen you in almost a year. Can you just be ingratiating today? Can you just be nice?
Jimmy's with me on this. The topics are a bit heavy.
They're heavy, but
We're trying to keep it, you know,
but you have funny
up and fun.
When
because
you're doing a podcast.
But you have funny when you have funny people talking about a more serious topic. You get a nice balanced discussion.
Here's Roland. Roland.
Yeah, because when you pitched this, it was like you're going to talk to Roland about food.
Yeah, that I would listen to
Fine,
that.
I'll talk to Roland about food. All right, you guys happy?
Today I'm very tired.
Oh, no.
So
What's
he's
that mean?
tired. And
So why don't you talk about people who don't take care of themselves
Right.
and sleep properly?
Fitness. Let's talk about fitness.
Physical fitness. There you go.
Let's not point fingers, people.
Let's talk about fitness. We're not. I'm saying we'll talk about fitness.
What are some of the topics you would like to talk about if you had your choice, Roland?
Nap time, quiet time,
Food,
food.
chick flicks. He's good with chick flicks.
I love chick fix. We can talk about that.
Chick fix.
Chick fix.
You want a chick fix, do you?
That's what this is called, a chick fix.
Chick flicks. We can talk about that. Romance. Let's talk about romance.
Are we
How about
keeping
bromance?
Are we
Those
keeping
are
the
fun.
phone lines open?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, can you do a little bromance if you're doing romance? Will you bro down? What do you say?
We can do this. We can do this. That'll be good.
What are you gonna do?
Let's talk bromance.
Well, just to broaden up, we'll do sensitivity, and then under that umbrella will be guys that like chick flicks, bromance. See, a lot of things. You got to keep it broad so all these other things can fall under it. You make it too specific, you run out of steam in 15 minutes.
What are you thinking over there? Not confident, huh?
No.
Sensitivity.
I like Joe a lot, but
what about Joe talking sensitivity?
This
for the
heavy
next
topic
hour?
thing is not.
Sensitivity is heavy?
Yes. People don't want to talk about their emotions.
You don't want to hear 3 guys talking about how they're a bunch of fucking soppy fucking crying mushes? That's funny.
Also, you talk to Eric about his consumer. What? He's a consumer. He buys things.
No, we're going to do a consumer segment on our show.
My bad.
You ready for the consumer tomorrow, Eric?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You got all those products still?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that tomorrow. All right, well, Joe...
Why don't you consume some pecker juice?
Fuck yeah.
What?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, what a horrible idea.
What did you say?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
You're a very creative guy, and then you come up with these heavy topics.
Listen, because I can't stand
what was it? God and the devil?
Because I can't stand podcast.
Murder,
you guys
you
talk
said in
about
there, abortion.
You guys talk. We just talked about Auschwitz for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But the point is, when you have like,
We didn't do it for 45 minutes.
yes, we did.
We did a
It
nice...
was Auschwitz. God, John,
He's a good guy. Runs a deli.
Fuck yeah.
We did a tight 20.
When my point is I can't stand these podcasts where it's comedians
You got the
constantly
call yet?
trying to be funny. It's annoying. You gotta. It needs to be balanced. It needs to be a little more balanced. I don't like podcasts where comedians are constantly trying to be funny.
What if we talk your favorite burger?
Listen, let's do this.
I like
sensitivity
cheeseburgers,
thing is a
little
good
fucking
idea.
bacon on 'em.
That's a great idea. We're all kind of
Sensitivity?
sensitive.
Bun.
That's a great idea.
Fuck yeah.
We're all kind of sensitive
Nice
guys. We talk
greasy
about
burger.
emotional eating. It's funny.
You still talking about burgers?
Fuck yeah. Nice greasy cheeseburger.
What do you want on top of it?
American cheese bacon bits. My mother would make that with soggy lettuce.
God,
Fuck yeah.
horrible.
Chip, is this your podcast?
My podcast. No, I'm not doing one.
Oh, boy.
All right, well, Joe DeRosa is going to continue today. He's doing a live podcast on sensitivity.
Well, we don't know yet. We're going to pick during the break.
You just said it's a good idea. You said
It's a great idea.
Just microphone smells.
Yeah.
They all smell. I don't know what's going on.
Mars.
Mars, is he back from his walkabout?
He's walkabout right now.
That was a long walkabout today.
Yeah, well, he's hoping it really just clears everything up.
All right, guys, thanks for almost supporting us.
Never got it.
And Joe DeRosa was great. Joe DeRosa comedy.com for all his tour dates.
Yeah, tour dates. Minneapolis is coming up in August.
Yeah, okay. So you're hitting the road again.
Yeah.
It's been a while?
No, I've been on the road all summer.
All right, good for you.
So,
okay, Joe's going to do something next. Stay there.
Today's show will be available later today on Sirius XM On Demand.